What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. Your choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. And even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, the topic of this video is going to be on the fact that I'm having some really, really strange occurrences happening to me. You know what I'm saying? I try my best to deliver content that people can learn from, but lately I've been recording videos. I did one today and I did one last week. For whatever reason, it's not allowing me to edit them on the editing app that I use for whatever reason. So oftentimes I have to delete them and start fresh. And by that time, something new done rolled in my mind. So it's crazy how I'm starting to see more roadblocks. I'm starting to see, you know what I'm saying, more certain type of energetic frequencies. You know, I don't know what world we in, but there's a lot of people that won't, you know what I'm saying, allow you the chance to connect with them and see who they are. Like for me personally, there's occurrences where people will pull up in their cars and sit and then drive off. You know what I'm saying? People will come up to the park and sit where I'm at and not say hi and don't say nothing and just look and stare at you. You know what I'm saying? And then get up and leave. You know what I'm saying? These oftentimes are people that you may not understand, because if you don't understand energy, they're trying to siphon your energy from you. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, should I say, supernatural things are happening to where it's, you know, trying to basically stop me on the energetic level from promoting and doing what I'm doing. So a couple days ago, I uninstalled the TikTok app because I didn't like the drafts box on my videos. You know what I'm saying? It makes the rows look retarded. So then I re-added it, and for whatever reason I can't get back in that account. And maybe it's a way you can, but it's tricky and you gotta do all this, and I don't be having time for that. So if I can't get back in that account at some point, I'm just not gonna do TikTok anymore. And my Instagram and YouTube is going cool, but again, like I said, you don't understand the power that you hold in the tongue. It's very extremely powerful. And right now we're in a state of war right now, where people are doing whatever they can to try to snatch good energy to, you know what I'm saying, validate their life and what they're going through. Not actually do the work required to become better, but just, you know what I'm saying, try to siphon your energy, but not for good intentions. You know, so you got to be mindful and pay attention to what's going on and always stay alert, you know. So the purpose of me creating this video was the fact that I'm not sure if, you know what I'm saying, I'll be pushing content out as frequently, because I'm aware of the fact that just me being who I am on a regular, consistent basis is always tested every day. You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody around that's trying to use the energy of everyday, you know what I'm saying, things to try to get me, you know what I'm saying, to get aggravated or go in a downward spiral, or, you know what I'm saying, not be able to get in touch with myself. And it's all around. It's chaotic. You know what I'm saying? It's a test every day. So for the people out there that, you know, is struggling, just be mindful that there is a way. You know what I'm saying? There is strength if you can hold on and actually have the ability to, you know, look at your own life and change what needs to be changed. You know what I'm saying? There is no way that you can just attach yourself to somebody and, you know what I'm saying, receive what they receive without doing the work. But it has been possible, you know what I'm saying, all these years. And so now it's to a point where people are becoming so strong, they're figuring out a way to block their energy. But then there are also people that actually act as if they can't see energy, but they can. You know what I'm saying? They see the cars that pull up and pull away. They see the people that come and sit down next to you and don't say nothing. But people who don't want to acknowledge that you have that type of influence and power will act like they don't see it, but they do. You know what I'm saying? Listen, listen, try your best to, you know what I'm saying, protect your energy. Now, for certain people out there in the world, they have automatic protectors. As soon as someone comes around or people try to penetrate their energy field, you know what I'm saying, they automatically have energies that, you know what I'm saying, block them from letting that person try to attach to them. Like for me, you know what I'm saying, I used to be open a lot to people just being nice, not so much anymore. You know what I'm saying? And for one, I'm not chasing. So if you know, try to sit by me or come by me or walk by me and you don't have the balls to say hi or, you know what I'm saying, speak and have a conversation, you know what I'm saying, then listen, I don't know what's going on, but I know that you ain't gonna get the response you think you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I feel like that's rude. But again, like I said, we grew up in a city where casual greetings is not something that people do. You know what I'm saying? It's only allowed between the people you formed a connection with based off of your insecurities. You know what I'm saying? People really do have a hard time just walking out and saying hi. You feel me? And being genuine to people. It's so in a time warp right now that people don't even know how to genuinely be themselves. You know what I'm saying? And people are doing everything they can to try to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? Listen, even try to skip a few steps to try to get to it. You know, so I'm aware of the fact that all those years of me being quiet is because I never really knew the power that my voice hold. Now it's almost as if like it's hard to speak sometimes when people are around because they will use their energy to try to trigger you. You know what I'm saying? To try to get you to stop talking, to try to get you to dim your light. So it's almost as if like I have to wait till this surroundings is, you know what I'm saying, beneficial to where I could be able to, you know what I'm saying, create the content for you guys. You know, and listen, it's happening to a lot of people, but it's very weird that it happens to me, especially when you're just a person who got tired of not being loved for who they was. You know what I'm saying? Got tired of people just coming in and playing like they really care about them, but they really didn't. You know what I'm saying? And when I noticed I was experiencing that and how I allowed my triggers that I had allow them to target me so easy, I was like, listen, I'm over it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I didn't came too far to, you know what I'm saying, in my life to, you know what I'm saying, manifest it from not having nowhere to go to my own spot on car to allow someone to come in and try to take a piece of that. Not as if they didn't want it for themselves, but because they weren't willing to grow for themselves. They weren't willing to take accountability. They weren't willing to accept the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you're around somebody that's helping build you up. You didn't want to look at it like that. You wanted to look at it as, I'm still going to be me. I don't want to grow, and I'm going to take advantage of this person. And you know what I'm saying? By the time they even realize what's going on, they going to be half dead. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, you know? So when you start to reflect on your life like that and you start to take your power back, I wasn't aware that it was going to come with this, all this extra. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the part that threatens a lot of people, because people don't understand the magic behind, damn, they got a sort of power that we've been searching for our whole life. We've been wanting our whole life. We thought that the more fly we were, the more we had, we was going to attract that type of power. But not if you misusing it and mishandling people and treating people wrong. So the people that were oftentimes, you know, genuinely loving and caring, you know what I'm saying, and then they were treated in a certain type of way, are going to be the people that's on top. But listen, because they have good hearts doesn't mean you can easily come in and siphon that energy like you've been doing. You either going to do the work to get to be able to function on their level, or you're not going to be able to get even close to them. You know what I'm saying? But again, you got people that's new that are trying to target you, like all type of weird things just be happening all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a situation right now that I can't, you feel me, wait to change and you know what I'm saying, just be on my own and doing me. But it's like the energy that I have is so potent. I can't even go to the bathroom by myself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody start coming in. You know what I'm saying? I can't take a shower by myself. You feel me? Everybody start, you feel me, coming in. And it's like, listen, wasn't nobody in here before I got in here. You know what I'm saying? You go to have a meal and eat by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Everybody come there and want to sit down. And I don't like people walking behind me. Like, it's just extremely weird. And then when you lay down, people start doing random ass shit that they wasn't doing all day. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the strong ones that don't mimic you or copy you. They do their own thing, but they're not used to someone waking up to their game. Meaning that because they're like that and don't know how to be strong in some areas, they oftentimes use those people that are attracted to their light without fully being themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but it's the reality of the world, and it's really irritating at times. It's really, I promise you, something you don't want, especially during this time, because it's like we're in a crazy matrix. Like, people are soul searching for their soul so bad that they're attaching to anybody that they can, anybody that allows them to come in. And if you're a person searching for whatever type of attention because you don't have it in yourself, you're gonna attract the same person to you that's gonna be your karma, because they ain't gonna want to detach. It's almost as if you're not gonna be able to do anything by yourself because this person is searching for a part of their soul in you, which means they don't know how to do the work behind it, so they're on your ass, on your bumper every day. It's like almost being the center of a mental asylum, but nobody takes medication. It's just they're acting strange because they're trying to find their lost soul. They're trying to find a piece of themselves that they lost a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, the stuff I see on a daily is extremely weird. Sometimes a person like me just want to go in the woods and hide out for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Don't be bothered with nobody, because it's an energy that's surfacing, particularly where I'm at right now, and it's causing a major, you know what I'm saying, upset reflex to people. And then again, you also have people that intended on targeting you, you know what I'm saying, but now they want to play nice. You know what I'm saying? Listen and be mindful. Always keep your alert up, because you have to be very understanding of people who are only mindful to try to get close to you to protect themselves, not because they actually, you feel me, genuinely care as a person. Now, there are some people that, you know what I'm saying, actually healing and they're trying, but you gotta watch out and be careful, because they're sneaky as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's very strange going on right now. And a lot of the content that I'm making, I say like maybe the last 2 videos, they were very coming from the heart and very strong on what I believe in. For whatever reason, it just wouldn't allow me to edit. And so be prepared to understand that editing days or just releasing content may be not as frequent depending on my mood, because I'm understanding that the real motion is in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's where the real motion is. And every day I wake up, it becomes stronger to where it's almost annoying. You know what I'm saying? It's very annoying to go places and know that people's energy is watching you. You can feel them watching you. And then when you look, they act like they ain't looking. You know what I'm saying? You'll go down in the store, you'll go down a certain aisle, all of a sudden everybody's going down that aisle. Like, people will really literally kill and pay for this shit, but dude, this really what you want? It's almost as if like you can't just naturally be yourself because it's frowned upon. And so, you know, I have spiritual protectors, but I can't wait until I have physical protectors. People that are very understanding of who I am. It's almost as if I'm regular, but I'm not. And I know that about myself. So the people that are around me has to be able to use their spirits to protect me as well as I use mine to protect. And we basically protect each other, because in the world that we're in right now, it's a lot of people that they cheese just slid straight off their cracker, but they know how to act normal. But really, they're energy vampires, and they will attach themselves to you. You know what I'm saying? Like a leech, in a way, because you know they attach themselves to your skin and suck the blood. You know what I'm saying? So it's insane what I see on a daily basis, and it's getting to a point where I'm starting to understand the the motion in real life versus on the internet. You know what I'm saying? These videos are solely just put out to help people who, you know what I'm saying, may not have the wisdom or guidance to even understand what they're processing and are going through. But it's a wild world right now, and it's not normal. And if you don't protect yourself or know how to protect yourself spiritually, then you will get taken advantage of. Because like I said, it's a lot of people that they may not understand what they're doing, but because they don't know the exact approach on how to handle what they're going through, they're using their energy to siphon yours. And they're not saying anything because they don't want you to know that's what they're doing. But I feel as if when a person is not doing that, they're gonna gradually, you feel me, be kind and nice. It's opposite. It's kind of confusing in a way. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I'm constantly targeted. I'm constantly on attack in the physical, though, with certain things that people do just intentionally to try to get you to not speak, you know what I'm saying, get you to not talk, get you to, you feel me, just lower your vibration so that you're not aware of who you are. It's very irritating. A lot of times for a person like me and anybody else experiencing it, you just want to be alone, away from everybody sometimes, you know what I'm saying, because everybody in a world, in a state we going in right now, wants to just siphon and use you, not really get to know you as a person, because whatever traumas they're going through has them afraid to even, you know, get to know anybody. So people will just come up to me, come up to the area I'm at and sit down and look at me and stare and not say anything, and then just get up and walk away. Like all that time you could have said something, you didn't say anything. So that's when I be aware of what's really truly going on. So again, you know what I'm saying, be mindful of the fact that the spiritual battle that we was facing is now physically present in the world we're living in. So be mindful of the spiritual leeches. You know what I'm saying? People want to siphon your energy. The paranormal experiences, the supernatural things, they're all real. They all exist, and it's all to get you to understand where the change needs to happen. But again, these people are not crazy. Now, again, some people have slid off their rocker, but I look at it differently, because you got to realize, I know that you feel me, medicine industry, all that is an expensive industry that they use to get people to be distracted from who they really are. It's people who are lost, who think a certain way, who are attaching to people that are willing to put up with who they are, period. And in order to do that, they have to find the ones that are also vulnerable in themselves. You get me? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.